know what role she really played in his life. I just know that I've seen her a couple of times, you know, in places.
LisaRaye McCoy recently opened up about a deeply personal pain, her daughter, Kai Moore, moving away. While that might seem like a typical life step, for LisaRaye, it felt like a heartbreak. Their bond has always been more than mother and daughter. They've been best friends, inseparable since LisaRaye became a mom at 23. So when Kai decided to start fresh in a new city, LisaRaye didn't just feel sad, she felt abandoned. On a revealing episode of Iyanla, Fix My Life, she admitted to parents feeling rejected, as if her daughter no longer needed her. Beneath the tears was a hard truth. Their tension stemmed largely from LisaRaye's struggle to let go. LisaRaye McCoy, a devoted single mother who poured every ounce of her heart into raising her daughter, Kai Moore, was hit with a kind of pain she never expected, the moment Kai chose to move away. It wasn't just a goodbye. It felt like watching the foundation of her life shift beneath her feet. For LisaRaye, this wasn't a typical milestone or a young adult spreading their wings. It was a deep, personal rupture in the most sacred bond she had ever known. She had Kai at just 23 years old. From that moment forward, LisaRaye didn't just play the role of mother, she embodied it. Their relationship went beyond traditional labels. They were best friends, confidants, and each other's constant in a world that often changed too fast. LisaRaye protected her daughter fiercely, keeping Kai away from the glare of the spotlight that came with fame. While other celebrity children grew up in front of cameras, Kai was shielded. Her privacy was sacred. So when Kai made the decision to move to a new city, chasing independence and her own path, LisaRaye felt something close to abandonment. She wasn't just missing her daughter, she was mourning the end of a chapter where they had always moved in tandem. The silence left in Kai's absence felt loud and unfamiliar. In an emotional episode of Iyanla, Fix My Life, LisaRaye revealed the depth of her heartbreak. She spoke openly about feeling rejected, as if Kai no longer needed her, as though she had been quietly left behind. What hurt the most wasn't the physical distance. It was the emotional chasm that seemed to grow between them. LisaRaye realized she was struggling with something many parents do but rarely admit: letting go. She had built her world around being a mother, and when that role started to shift, she wasn't sure who she was outside of it. And yet, even through her pain, LisaRaye found clarity. She came to understand that her difficulty wasn't rooted in Kai's choice, but in her own fear of change, of being left without purpose. That realization marked the beginning of a personal journey, one filled with self-reflection, vulnerability, and a deep desire to rebuild not only her relationship with Kai, but also the parts of herself she had neglected while pouring everything into motherhood. LisaRaye's story isn't just about the pain of letting go. It's about the courage it takes to face the silence, to sit with the ache of transformation, and to find meaning in the space that's left behind. It's a reminder that love, even when it changes form, never truly leaves. It just asks us to grow with it. What happened? She seemed to ask the universe. We talked about this. She'd say, voice trembling, "Come talk to me. Don't make me pull out the receipts." From the moment LisaRaye gave birth at just 23, Kai became her center. While other celebrity kids were paraded through the spotlight, Kai was shielded. LisaRaye kept her out of the public eye, guarding her daughter's privacy like a lioness. Photos of Kai were rare, paparazzi got nothing. But on milestone occasions, like Kai's 21st birthday, LisaRaye stepped out proudly, celebrating her daughter's strength and independence with the world. When Kai blossomed into a plus-size model and began championing body positivity, LisaRaye stood behind her like a rock, cheering her on without hesitation. Then something changed. It started small, fatigue, headaches, but quickly spiraled into something darker. Kai's body became unpredictable. Weight fluctuations, relentless exhaustion, and an invisible heaviness set in. LisaRaye's motherly instincts kicked into overdrive. Doctors ran tests, offered vague answers, but nothing clicked, until the day Kai collapsed at home. In a panic, LisaRaye rushed her to the ER. That's when the truth began to unfold. A rare autoimmune disease. No cure, no clear treatment plan, just uncertainty. One diagnosis shattered their world. LisaRaye dropped. Everything, work, appearances, all of it. Her only focus became Kai. Red carpets were replaced with hospital corridors. Fame faded behind hospital curtains. LisaRaye spent her days learning medical terms, holding her daughter's hand, and praying through the night. She didn't speak. Publicly, not because she was hiding, but because all her strength was reserved for survival. Eventually, though, the silence broke. One night, she went live on Instagram and told the world what had been eating away at her. Her daughter was sick, really sick. And the fear? It was constant. Every wince of pain from Kai felt like a knife. Every smile was a lifeline. Their conversations deepened. One day, Kai, weak but wise, looked up at her mom and said, "I want you to forgive." That moment struck a chord deeper than any diagnosis ever could. It wasn't just about illness anymore. It was about legacy, peace, and emotional release. Kai didn't want her story, or her mother's, to be defined by suffering or anger. She wanted LisaRaye to let go of the pain, especially the emotional, walls she'd built over the years, walls that had even kept her estranged from her sister, Brat. But something changed in LisaRaye. Kai's words sparked a transformation. Instead of holding on, she chose to reach out. Then came the surprise, a heartfelt reunion. On a special day, LisaRaye's estranged sister, Brat, appeared. The two had been distant for years. Even Brat's wedding couldn't bridge the gap. But Kai's wish for peace did. The sisters sat down, not as celebrities, but as two women with shared scars and an open door to healing. It was the beginning of something new. Not perfect, not polished, but real. Forgiveness, reconnection, a path forward, lit by the legacy of a daughter who reminded her mother what truly matters. LisaRaye McCoy's journey of grief didn't end with saying goodbye. It became the starting point of a powerful transformation. After losing her daughter Kai, something in her shifted. Quietly, slowly, she began reaching out to estranged family, long-lost friends, people she had drifted away from over time. There was no rush to fix everything, just a steady, intentional effort to reconnect. In a soft-spoken interview, she said words that held the weight of experience. "Life's too short to stay mad. I'm learning to forgive, not just others, but also myself." That last part, self-forgiveness, was monumental. LisaRaye, her own harshest critic for years, had finally started to let go. But Kai's impact didn't end with her passing. While sorting through her daughter's belongings, LisaRaye stumbled upon something unexpected: a weathered journal, pages filled with Kai's handwriting. But these weren't just personal reflections. They were blueprints for something greater. Inside were detailed ideas, heartfelt notes, and passionate plans to build a support system for young Black women navigating chronic illness. Kai had envisioned a space where women like her could access therapy, financial help for treatments, and emotional support, without stigma or shame. She had felt the weight of isolation and didn't want others to carry it alone. That journal sparked what would become the Kai Project. LisaRaye made a promise to turn her daughter's vision into reality. The initiative would focus on mental health, medical support, and building community, honoring the full emotional spectrum of healing, not just the physical side. When LisaRaye announced the project publicly, the response was staggering. Celebrities, influencers, and everyday people came forward, offering donations, spreading the word, even volunteering their time. The story moved people. But more than that, the purpose behind it ignited something. Through Kai's dream, LisaRaye found a new path forward, not just as a grieving mother, but as a woman reclaiming her voice. She's lived a life many would envy: glamour, fame, success. But behind the red carpets were battles few ever saw: a high-profile divorce, betrayal, depression, emotions buried beneath the pressure to appear strong. But nothing undid that armor like her daughter's illness. Kai's fight forced LisaRaye to face everything she had buried: her fears, her guilt, her pain. There were moments she admitted she didn't even recognize herself. But instead of retreating, she began to speak. About grief, about motherhood, about healing. She now uses her platform not for image, but for impact. Letting women know it's okay to fall apart, to feel, to begin again. That healing doesn't follow a straight line, but it can happen. And in the end, LisaRaye leaves us with a truth both heartbreaking and beautiful. I lost my baby, but I found my voice. This isn't just an ending, it's a beginning, a legacy, built from love, carried forward in every life the Kai Project will touch. And in that, Kai Morae's light lives on, undimmed, unforgettable.